Hey, Dr. Fred DiDomenico with MCA, baby. Do you like that? It's not YMCA, it's just MCA. And it's level 3, module 3. Did I get that right? Level 3. That means it's expert level. Whoa. Who's the expert? You are. That's who it is. You're the expert, because guess what we're going to talk about? We're going to talk about decision making. Whoa, that's so amazing. So what's that really mean? That means turning shoulds into a must. Now, we all know this in our own life, but let's go back to chiropractic and patients. Because what's one objection or excuse you hear? Doc, I know I should do this. Now, why did they say that? Because it's not a must. Why did they say that? Because it's great information. Why did they say that? Doc, it makes perfect sense, but, right? That's what it is. When they say, I know I should do it, you probably gave them too many facts. You didn't find that one driving thing. Number one, that would inspire them. Actually, what's number one, what's blocking them, and number two, what's going to inspire them. Release what's blocking them, open the door, boom, they come flying through there, find some motivation. So what's the reality of this webinar going to be? Getting people from a should or a maybe into a must. Isn't that really a decision? Right? That's the decision. So when we make a decision, when things become a must, the universe conspires in our favor. What's that mean? Our mind focuses, our spiritual energy moves, things around us change, conditions adapt, people show up, people make empowered decisions. So that's our goal, is to get them in a must. So what are we going to go over in the webinar? Well, we're going to go over day 1, day 2, day 3, re-exam, daily visit on how to continually perpetuate must. So we know pain ignites change. That's day 1, day 2. So how do we do that? Well, first of all, the pre-consultation sets the groundwork. Possibly a full spine problem, possibly my organs are being affected. So we got to get that clear, multiple agreements, commitment and consistency. So that way we set them up for moving from shoulds into musts in the consultation. Now, I'm going to throw another thing at you. Ready? Curveball, right over the plate, strike. Thank you very much. 5 steps that every patient, which patient? Every patient must. Did it say every patient should go through? Or do we always say 5 steps every patient? Come on, spit it out. Heather? Must go through. They must. See, that's why they have to go through it. There's no shoulds. What's number 1? I got a full spine problem. Okay, pre-consultation. Number 2, I don't want to be like this anymore. That is a must decision. Now, it could be a should decision if they're saying it, but they don't really mean it. So that decision has to be a must decision. Well, how do we do that? We do that through all the reframes in the consultation. We do that by speaking to their emotion. Now, remember, what do? We go 3 to 4 organ problems, and we reframe. Then we do what? Speak to their emotion. And then step 4 is do all of them at once. So it's getting people to, I don't want to be like this anymore. Who's that kid that grew up with asthma that was being teased because he needed an inhaler? You know, the movie on Hitch, before he kisses Amanda Cole, right? Takes the little inhaler, throws the inhaler down, goes and gives her that kiss. That's a great scene. You guys have to admit it, right? And then he's like, I'm done, right? It's got to be like that, man. That's why we have the trash can of limiting beliefs. So every time you reward someone, the person with the inhaler's got to say, you say, one day you're going to throw that in there. Are you committed? Getting them to a must, that's a daily visit. Are you committed to doing this? These are the type of things we're going to go over in the webinar. But in the consultations, are you tired of being that kid that feels weaker? Even though you're an adult, that little boy, you know, that little boy that feels weaker than everybody else. Is that your identity? Are you ready to drop that identity and say, I'm strong, and do the things that get your body strong? See, those are must statements. And that's where people miss it, because we give information. Yes, you may be looking for the emotion, but are you convicted to that must? Now, in an exam, when you shift them and you say, this is the way it is. Okay, left thoracic translation. Has any other doctor taught you this? I know you've been to other chiropractors. I know you've been to MDs. I know you've been to therapists. Well, there's a person that may be hopeless. Has anybody ever taught you this? Is this different than everything you've heard? But if nobody's taught you and it's never been addressed, can you see why you have this problem? Are you done having this problem? Right? So if nobody's taught you and nobody's corrected, I don't blame you for being hopeless, but when you see this, we have person after person after person that were in the same position you did and now have a strong, healthy body. Is that what you want to experience? Now we've poked on their pain, now we just gave them a little bit of pleasure to move it to a must. See, here's where you use pain and pleasure. We're going to show you that. Bet you didn't think about that one, did you? Then you go to report of findings. Now we have the spouse there. How do you turn 1 into 3? Because as you're going through the demonstration and they're holding your arms up, Mary, is this the way you feel every day? Yes, it is. Now, commitment and consistency is hearing her wife say it. He doesn't believe you. I could say that, but he doesn't believe me. But she says, Mr. Jones, you know, she felt that way. No. Do you know, I understand that one of your kids has allergies as a kid. Do you know all her immune system problems now started because her spine didn't form right, and the sign of that was allergies of a kid. So do you know this state right now and how she feels emotionally as a mother, as a wife, as a parent is related, began way back then in childhood? No, I didn't realize that. She also said you have 2 of your kids that have allergies. Whoa, bang, that's turning 1 into 3 right there. That also becomes a must. See, the thing is, it's the difference between going through a script, understanding you need to find their emotion, yet the conviction of a must that starts within you. So I'm going to go through the 7-step ROF, we're going to go through the daily visit, we're going to go through the re-exam and show you how to create must. Hey, you know what, I thought about this about 10 minutes ago. I think this is a really great idea. You know what I mean? So we do have intention. Now I have like 2 weeks to really figure this out and deliver it to you. No, I'm just kidding. No, the reason why we role play at boot camps and nobody can say no is because there's nothing less than a must that starts within you. Okay, so from a person where nothing less than a must in teaching this and helping you learn it is going to be transferred into you, this is going to transfer into your patients, into your community, around the world. Okay, so let's make shoulds a must, take this to every area of our life, and let's really expand as great world-class leaders. See you in a few weeks.